Good afternoon and very welcome to County Galway and the Student Enterprise Awards 2022. We are live on Facebook, we are live on YouTube, and you're very, very welcome. My God, is this going to be one hell of a celebration, because last year, 25 schools, this year, 29 schools, 1,100 students, and some amazing submissions this year. And it is absolutely clear that entrepreneurship is alive and well in Galway City and County. So I have great pleasure to kick things off and to welcome Councillor Colette Connolly, Mayor of Galway City, a very proud mayor when she sees some of the entries today, and we'll bring her in from the green room. Good morning, Mayor. How are you?
Hi, good morning. Good morning.
And we're live, and I'm going to invite you to open up the Student Enterprise Programme for Galway City and Council this morning. Over to you.
Okay, Garamila Mahagav. As Mayor of Galway City, it gives me great pleasure to officially open the 2022 Galway Student Enterprise Programme Award ceremony. Firstly, well done to all the entries that got this far. And this year, there was an unprecedented 28 schools in Galway participating, and competition was fierce within every one of those schools. So congrats, Cohortigus, to all who have made this far. Whether you pick up an award today or not, you have been successful. I especially want to thank the teachers who have put so much personal time and effort into the competition. And without you, there would be no competition. I know with a program like this that you must assist students in many, many ways above and beyond the job description. And for that, we applaud you. I wish to recognise the financial and personnel resources that the local enterprise office puts into the programme every year. And it is great to see the large increase in the number of schools actively engaged in the programme over the last few years. Breda Fox is a stalwart supporter of the Student Enterprise Programme, and Valerie Kelly and Noreen Donoghue, who do so much valuable work in the background and on this programme too. I would like to acknowledge the work done by WizKids Training with all the schools on behalf of the LEO. Particularly mentor visits by PJ Mullen to the school provide invaluable advice, and Gary Lowe, who coordinates the programme every year. And despite the backdrop of COVID, we see participation in the programme has increased again this year. I'd like to thank the judges for giving their time to judge both today and last week. Basil Fenton, Mary Rogers and Niamh Costello gave freely of their time to go through the reports and videos, and I am sure they had an extremely difficult time picking the winners. And last but not least, I want to acknowledge the hard work and enthusiasm of all of you, the students. I hope that you enjoyed the experience. I hope that you have learned a lot from it. And our economy relies on a strong pipeline of new entrepreneurs starting up new businesses every year. I hope some of you have caught the entrepreneurial bug and by participating in this wonderful programme. So, Cohortigus le gatina agus gunaivi antáliv galer slán.
Thank you very much, Mayor. Very much appreciate that, and thank you for opening this morning's celebration of entrepreneurship, and what a celebration it is. So to everybody that's here in the room, if you have are watching live on Facebook and YouTube, if you have your mobile phone with you, you're going to need it later on because we're going to have a live quiz, but we'd love you to give a shout out on social media. Use the hashtag Student Enterprise, and any comments that we have, we'll be able to put them up on the screen. And we also have a guest speaker later on to be able to ask some questions live. My colleagues in the Entrepreneurs Academy are there monitoring the chat. Lucas is there, and he'll be able to send the comments through to me, and I'll be able to put them up on screen. Now, the Mayor mentioned there that the local enterprise office is the one-stop shop for everything to do with entrepreneur and capacity and supports in Galway. So I have great pleasure to bring in Senior Enterprise Development Officer in Local Enterprise Office Galway, Valerie Kelly. Valerie, good morning, or good afternoon as it is now. It's after 12 noon. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, Noel? Thanks.
I'm fantastic. Blown away by the entries.
Yes, we're the county final for the local enterprise office is really one of the highlights of our year. So we were delighted to be able to join you here today. And yeah, the standard is absolutely exceptional and amazing again this year. It gets better every year, but that's really a testament to the work and the effort put in by the program coordinators, the teachers, and the students themselves.
Yeah, and it was, I think the mayor mentioned there, 28, 29 schools. We had 25 last year, and it has exploded this year, which is extraordinary given the shackles the pandemic has touched everybody with, fantastic this year.
Exactly. This year we had 29 schools and over 1,100 students. So once again, we were blown away by the range of business and products and the creativity in their ideas and the standard of the business reports. Like it was a really tough time over the last 2 years with the pandemic and everything that entails. But really, we hope that by participating in the program, that they really got a taste for what it's like to start your own business, and with just a little bit of a support and encouragement, how they can make an idea right, bring it right through, and start a really successful business.
And while it's a competition and we have some award winners today, I think it's really important to acknowledge that, and I don't like the cliche, everyone's a winner, but today that is definitely the case. But to highlight that, Valerie, we've seen down through the years, and this is its 20th year, but we've seen down through the years, people who have not won, they've entered, not won, but come back through the doors of the local enterprise office and built some amazing businesses and enterprises. That's true.
Oh, absolutely. We have, and what we really like to see is that they get this program. It ignites a spark of entrepreneurism in them, and that they go on to set up their own business after this, maybe straight after school or college, but maybe even 20, 30 years time, and that they remember that the Leo is there to support them when the time comes. That we have a range of supports for startups, existing businesses, entrepreneurs, such as training and mentoring and financial support. So we look forward to seeing them all again in the future. And we hope that what the skills they've learned along the way in this process, such as the business planning or market research, teamwork, that all of that will help them become more entrepreneurial throughout their careers. So we really do hope that like they enjoy the program that they participated in this year, but that they will come back to us when they have actually start up a business, and they'll remember that we're there. And like we have a guest speaker coming up later, Grania Mullins, and she's a great example of how like a simple idea can be turned into a really successful business from just hard work, following your dreams, availing of the supports available, and a bit of luck as well.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. And, you mentioned mentoring there as one of the supports that the local enterprise office provides. The students have had their mentors being their parents and their teachers. And I know you wanted to give a special word of thanks to them.
Yeah, I mean, every year, this program it takes a huge effort from lots of different people, and in particular, their program coordinators, Gary and PJ in WizKids, they really are mentors to all the students and to the teachers in the process. But the teachers themselves, they are the main mentors for the students, and they deserve a lot of the credit in supporting this program, delivering it with enthusiasm every single year, and working with the students on a daily or weekly basis to guide them along their journey. So without them, this wouldn't happen. We're very, very grateful to them, and we'd like to thank all the schools and the teachers for participating every single year in this program.
Thank you, Valerie. And I know you're going to come back with some of the awards now shortly, but let's throw up the 28, 29 schools that we have and let's announce them and see the teams this year. So the Galway Student Enterprise Programme 2022, we have Art School Mura, we have Claren College, we have Colashta Mura Ballygal, we have Colashta Mura Malcar, we have Colashta on Cregan, we have Colashta on Outhrock, we have Colashta Ballyclar, Colashta Gubnut, Colashta na Corrib, Dunmore Community School, we've Garth School na Fairska, we've got Galway Educate Together Secondary School, Garbally College, Glenamady Community School, Holy Rosary College, Maryland College, Presentation College Athenry, Presentation College Headford. We have Salerno Secondary School, School Breed the Mercy, School Pobble Mcdara, Seamount College, St. Bridget's College, St. Coon's College, Colashta Columquill, St. Raphael's College, St. Killian's College. we have St. Joseph's Patrician College, otherwise known as the Bish, and we have Closhta Inda. So let's have a look at some of the teams. Representing Art School Mirror, we have BEKD Baskets, Casey Card, One Mighty Bee, Papers Journey, Plant Buddy, Paw Perfect Treats, Sweet Delights, and Sweet Queens. Representing Closhta on Craigan, we have TY Christmas Decorations, BM Design, Ovas Limited. Representing Closhta on Aitrach, we have Short Fox Wood. Representing Closhta Columquill, Mescan Yumi, we have Care Ducts in Anullic and Cruskeen Millish. Closhta Gubnut, Lonair Namara, Mescal Milshan. Closhta Mira Matar, we have CMMG Entrepreneurial Developments. Dunmore Community School, we have Medal Holders, Recipes for All, Candy Cart, and Chocolate Bombs. Carbally College, Sweets Galore, Garbally Sportswear. Glenamady Community School, Gifts Galore. Holy Rosary College, the Irish Parcel Company, Know Your Phone, DSC Designs, Simply Sports Apparel, Kicklock, Brat Brownies. Representing Maryland College, Heat the Feet. Presentation College Athenry, LMG Sports, Fearlessly Fit. Presentation College Headford, Doe Co Official, Wild Irish Wrapping, and Emoto Colour. Skullbreed The Mercy, T-Rex Tote Bags. Skull Pubble Mcdara, Framery Conmara, Shodra Tar. Seamount College, Bags for Life, Why Wait? St. Bridget's Vocational School, Beads and Bandanas. St. Raphael's College, Find Your Match, and probably the longest name I've ever seen of any company, the great Mr. Zimmerman and his fanciful fortune. We'll see them later on. Limitless Engineering, St. Coon's College, ROC Imagineering, Spotial, and Smart Fitness Fridge. St. Joseph's Patrician College, the Bish, we have Smoothie Co. Closhta Ada, we have Bamboo Bottles, Pocket Dynamo, and Stress Balls. And they are all our entries in this bumper year of County Galway, City and County on the Student Enterprise Programme. Before I go to Basil, because Basil is one of our judges, and it's one thing seeing the names there, but it's another thing seeing the entries. And I'm going to take a glass of water now after reading all those out, because it's a huge bumper entry. But sit back and enjoy a tribute, which you deserve to see, of all your entries this year. Since last September, all the products, all the services, and all you have done with your entry this year in Galway Student Enterprise Awards 2022. An absolute amazing array of entries there. And one thing seeing the business names, but another thing seeing the actual entries there. I mean, some of them, there was an entry there 10 foot tall and extraordinary the amount of dedication and effort that went in this year from County Galway with all the entries. And one of the most difficult jobs is the judges actually having to go through and decide some winners there. So I'm delighted to bring in Basil Fenton, who is representing the judges this morning. Basil, I can see the sun is shining brightly where you are there. You might have to turn a little bit there. It's just
okay,
flanking you a little bit, bounce you through. But welcome in. Oh yeah, that's much better. Yeah, much better. We'll be able to see you there now.
Now you see it, now you don't.
Now you see it, now you don't.
Okay.
But
all right.
This year, Basil, has been, as we said, an extraordinary year. And I mean, many years you've been doing this, but this year is exceptional, isn't it, with the quality of entries?
It is indeed. I feel that a lot of the entries were ideas governed by the students themselves, where they thought of the idea themselves and were sort of solutions based. And that if they came across an issue, instead of seeing it as a problem, they took it as a challenge and enthusiastically worked to overcome that problem. I think as well that let's call it the restrictions of COVID and meeting also improved the communications between the teams, or the team members, you'd say, and they got stuck in and produced wonderful results. The judging was difficult, as it is, let's say, every year, except this time, let's say, it seemed to be even closer. The narrower margin between, let's say, the one that got the award and the one that qualified, but just didn't, some little technique, maybe it like the financial reporting or something small could have had them the rest of the way.
Yeah, so it very tight is what we're seeing right across the board in the junior, the intermediate, and the senior categories. Yeah. It has been a bumper year, and you had the difficult task of deciding the winners through it. But yeah. I think it's important to reiterate again, we mentioned with Valerie, and I'm going to say it again, that there are people that may not win something today, but we've seen down through the years them develop businesses out of their ideas or the skills that they have attained, bring them in good stead later on.
Yeah, the experience is certainly not wasted, and the time brings a benefit. And you could feel in the reports of the entries, in their little summary, you could see that they benefit from participating and felt given experience of feeling excited with it.
You actually also mentioned about problem solving, and the pandemic brought itself problems for everybody, our families, our friends, our businesses, our home life, our sports life. But they were finding a way around it. And marketing, we saw this year, the use of TikTok and social media and Instagram to promote their product, and they were generating sales. Basil, I had to reread this, but this year, Galway, the entries, they generated over €30,000 in sales across the board. That is a phenomenal figure.
It's a phenomenal figure, and generally it's where they push themselves as individuals and as a product or team out into the public area and made the availing, whatever they're producing or otherwise, available to people in the general public. And the general public were buying it because there were needs for the product they were producing.
So they were identifying a problem, finding a need, and then building on that. But I think it really has to be said, a viable need. So they were generating sales as well. So Basil, on behalf of everybody, we want to say thank you for, again, an amazing effort on behalf of all the judges this year who had a really difficult task. Yeah. And we thank you for all your work. And we're going to see the fruits of your labor now shortly. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
I have great pleasure to bring in an example of that entrepreneurship this year. And there's nothing as sweet as chocolate. If you don't like chocolate, there's something wrong with you. So I'm delighted to bring in Grania Mullins of Gra Chocolates. But of way introduction, here's Grania telling her story.
I've been a pastry chef for 10 years and I've worked in some fine dining and Michelin star restaurants across Ireland and also in Europe. When the pandemic hit and unemployment happened, I tried to stay as busy as possible. When it came close to Easter time, I wanted to make something nice and something personal for friends and family. So I created hand-painted Easter eggs and I was posting them on social media. From that, I could see a huge reaction of people wanting to buy them. So I started looking into potential options and started doing my market research. After it all, business plan ready, I decided it actually could be a potential business. Gras chocolates are hand-painted artisanal chocolates. They're made with the finest quality French chocolate, and on the inside I'm putting a huge emphasis on using the best quality Irish ingredients. The local enterprise office Galway really helped me from the very beginning. They suggested I do the Start Your Own Business course, and I did the first one that was online from Galway. Then from there I got signed up on the mailing list, so I continued to do as many courses that were appropriate to me and to what I could learn from. I also tune into the Lunch and Learn just to learn a bit more. Because I had no business background, it really helped support me and to give me more information on how I can develop the business. Since then, I also did the Digital School of Food and the Food Starter Programme, and most recently I've been approved for priming grant. So that priming grant will help me build a chocolate factory, because probably without it I would not have been able to develop and to expand in the way I have been so quickly.
Grania, well, great introduction to you. Thank you for joining us this morning. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I keep saying this morning. It's after 12 noon. It's good afternoon. How are you?
I'm good. I'm delighted to be here.
It's great to have you. Inspirational, some of the montage there from the students. I know you could relate to some of the things that they've been doing. Bring us back. Tell us a little bit about the idea and Gras chocolates and where it came from.
Yeah, absolutely. Great to see all your businesses. It's very inspiring, even gives me ideas. But it's great to see you starting so early and all have fantastic ideas. So I am a pastry chef. I worked for 10 years in fine dining and Michelin star restaurants, but believe it or not, it all started back in transition year. I got my first ever work experience in a kitchen, and I loved it so much that I worked in kitchens part-time from transition year the whole way through me going to college. And I wanted to follow. I loved cooking. I loved making things, loved making desserts, and I knew that that was my passion. So when I just finished school, I decided to actually follow kind of the teacher's recommendations and go with the academic route, because I was quite academic in school, but it wasn't really my passion. But I did go on and I did study science. So I went to do undenominated science. So I was doing biochemistry, chemistry, and microbiology. But to be honest, I didn't like it. What I did like was after school, after college, I would go and I would get to work and I would make my pastries for the rest of the evening, sometimes till midnight or 1 o'clock in the morning, working in hotels. And I just decided, I said, look, I'm going to take this and I'm going to run with what my passion is. So that was when I ran away and I flew to the south of France and I got a job in a Michelin star restaurant, and I just worked my way up the ranks. And I suppose then when lockdown hit, I had just won Young Chef of the Year in Ireland, and that was fantastic, but it was meant to be a year where I was meant to enjoy it, and with lockdown there wasn't much chance of that. So I tried to keep myself busy, and I made hand-painted Easter eggs for all my friends and family as a little pick-me-up treat, and they were actually very like this one here. So you can see our Easter egg, hand-painted and absolutely delicious. So we've changed a lot in the last 2 years, but it's still very exciting. So that's where it all started. And then from there, loads of people wanted to buy them. And I just said, okay, look, if people want to buy something that I'm making, this could be a business. So then I spent 3 months researching, getting all my market research done, probably exactly like all of you did, getting a product ready. And people just wanted it. As you saw in that video there, that was my old packaging. And I was able to source it from somewhere locally and get it. And now it is, because people wanted to buy it, I was able to advance on that and do more exciting packaging. So this would be our current packaging now as well. So it's changed quite a bit, but the chocolates are still the same on the inside, which is very, very exciting. So yeah, the journey has really, really, really gone so quickly for me. But when you have an idea and people want your product, you just run with it and you go with it. And it's absolutely fantastic to see all of you with your own ideas and that you've run with it. And the 30,000 turnover for all the businesses combined is phenomenal.
It is phenomenal.
All be very proud.
It absolutely, and they should really be proud, and as should you, because this was a response. I don't want to say a happy accident, but it was a response to lockdown and coming up with an idea. So hand painted Easter eggs. So we're talking about 2 years ago, isn't it? It's nearly to the day.
So yeah, 2 years ago, around this time, I know Easter falls different every year, but it was around this time that I was getting all the Easter eggs ready. And then I spent 3 months doing my business plan, and then I launched. And I just said, what do I lose from launching? I said, the restaurants were still closed. Let's just go for it. And I've never been so glad that I took a big leap and went for it and followed my dream. And it took a lot of hard work. There's still a lot of hard work every single day, but because it is my passion and it is what I love to do. And even it's great to see so many of you there with food products as well, because food products can be quite hard. I saw so many fantastic food products popping up there, even drinking chocolates, and it's fantastic. It's great to see it.
And, if we think back, because it's 2 years running, but a lot of the skills that you would have leaned on in those 2 years were picked up in TY year and onwards, weren't they?
Absolutely. So I stayed picking up on skills the entire time. So I took every day as a learning day. And I think probably because I didn't study as a pastry chef, that I felt like I always had to work that bit harder and prove myself. But that's part of my personality. And I worked very hard for other people in order to learn as much as possible. And never thought that would mean that I would have my own business. But and now I put all of that in for myself, and it's very satisfying. I'm very, very lucky. And no more, I can see my school that I was in, St. Bridget's in Loughrea. That was my secondary school. They have an entry in as well. And it's brilliant to see it, because it can start at such a young age, and just about following your dreams and your passions, and you never know where it might lead you.
So I'm live on the website here, Grania, and we've seen the students utilize social media and some of the online tools. You were selling online and still are.
Yes, so online is our biggest sales. So we set up as an online business because we were in lockdown. There was no way to get to the shops, and I said, okay, let's just try it. And it made us look like we were a really premium product, even though they were still being made from my parents' home, and it was very small business behind it all, which was added to our strengths because of how we presented ourselves on social media and on our website. We got stocked in Brown Thomas stores within 4 months. And then we now have 2 concessions where we have our stands in Brown Thomas as well. So we're very lucky with how it's all about the kind of presentation, using social media as a strong tool, because it's there to market yourself. It's there to be used, and it's free as long as you get your imagery ready. And I'm sure all of you know how powerful TikTok can be, and using the little videos, the short reels. Like, I'm not very good at TikTok. I will admit that I haven't done that one very well, but we're using Twitter, we're using Facebook, and we use Instagram, and we just use them every day, every single day. There's not a day that goes by that we're not logging on, chatting to our customers, chatting to potential customers, and we don't even see them as customers. We see it as building relationships with them.
And you touch on something there that, not good at TikTok. We rely on other people within our team. So you've built up a team, and the students would have done that too. So you saw some of the names, and you will see some more names listed out where they've been working with the fellow students and leaning on each other's skills and passions. So how many people in your team now?
I'm very lucky that I have a team of 14. So I have my sales team in Dublin that are selling the chocolates in Brown Thomas stores. I have my team here that are making the chocolates. I have a driver. I have people doing admin that are connecting directly with our customers. And then I have our packing teams as well, who are, some of them are actually students that were in my school before, and they come on after in Leave Insert or transition year, and they work with me the whole way up, and then they learn the business from the very beginning, and they're packing the chocolates at the weekends. So it's a bit of everyone, and I could not, impossible to do it by myself. And I still work a lot, and I work very long hours, but I couldn't do it without every single person in my team. And they're all very important. They all have very different strengths as well, and they're always good sounding boards for me when I need a bit of support.
Yeah, and one of the things you said there was the self-development and learning. You utilise the local enterprise office quite a lot. On the intro video there, you spoke of mentoring, you spoke of the lunch and learns and the Start Your Own Business course. Self-development and continuing learning is really important, isn't it?
It absolutely is. So every single day you're learning. Mistakes happen, and I never panic if a mistake happens, because I just go back and I say, okay, how could we have avoided this, and how can we avoid it again in the future? Let's make an action plan. Let's plan it, because it can happen once, it's fine. If it happens repeatedly, then you have a real problem. Because we're human, we make mistakes. So day-to-day learning in the business, but also upskilling. So even I've gone on now, I'm doing a course called the Food Works program, which is directly designed by Enterprise Ireland to help food businesses grow and reach their full potential. And that's really exciting for me because, again, I'm interacting with other food businesses and learning from them, and they're learning from me, and we're bouncing off each other. And if I have a problem or a query, I can run it past them and they can help me with it if they know about it, or they might know the person. It's about building up a network as well. A network of people that can help you in different ways, and it's also every day just embrace it and learn as much as you can.
Yeah, and I think you've highlighted something that Basil said as well, which is solving problems. You know, you don't mind when things go wrong, and actually that's part of the game. Failure is part of the game, isn't it, really, where you find a problem, you solve it, and it can be a new business model or a new business venture within the existing business. And you've been doing that. And one of the other things I noticed is the love of the Irish language, and it's Gra chocolates, but you've been naming quite a few of the product with Irish names.
Yes, we do. So we use a little sprinkle of Irish throughout our branding across, because I'm using really good Irish ingredients. I'm using Irish products wherever possible to be used within, let's say, with our packaging, our labels. I'm trying to source as locally as possible. And I thought the only thing to do that with, I should do it everywhere. So I wanted to include the Irish as a sprinkling throughout. It's not intimidating. It's not everywhere. And if you don't speak Irish, you wouldn't be turned off by it. But it is just adding it in. It can be used in our day-to-day language. And even Gra is the Irish word for love. Our tourists love that now that they're back in the country. You're telling them, and they're thinking it's the perfect gift to bring home. And it's Milashan Sele. It's a sweet life is one of our tag phrases. Again, it's not too intimidating. It's 5 words. People are getting used to it, and they're just becoming more familiar with it the more often they see it. So yeah, it's just using a little sprinkle here and there adds to the whole brand.
It certainly does. Grania, before I let you go, a final question. I want you to put yourself back in your student days. So imagine you're in the audience watching this live at the moment. What advice would you give your younger self? So if you were watching yourself on the screen now, what advice would you give your younger self?
So my little motto is dream it, believe it, achieve it. So I think anything that you can dream up, and if you believe in yourself, that you can achieve it. So whatever it is in life, have your dreams and aim for them, because you can achieve it if you believe in yourself.
Oh, it's fantastic. And Grania, the other thing that you said there is there's nothing as sweet as chocolate, which I just love it. So thank you so much for joining us today. And we wish you the very, very best with Gra chocolates over the next couple of years. What's the plan actually over the next 12, 24 months?
Yeah, so we're moving to a new production facility, hopefully within the next month, all going to plan. And yeah, it'll be very exciting. We'll be able to increase. We'll be able to really settle ourselves in, and then just building on the strength that we've already built. So we have a few very good markets, let's say our online, our corporate, and also then in store in the Brown Thomas stores. And I just want to make sure that they're running really smoothly before we take on anything further. And then we'll see from there. So it's a very exciting time for my whole team.
It really is. And we'll watch this space with great admiration of what you've achieved, but with great interest of what you're going to achieve in the next couple of years. Because if you can do what you've just done in 2 years, we can only imagine what the next year or two are going to hold. So Grania, thank you so much indeed for joining us. So that was Grania Mullins, head chocolatier and founder of Gra Chocolates. There's nothing as sweet as chocolate. Best of luck, Grania. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Best of luck, guys.
Cheers. Now that brings us to our live quiz, and thank you to Grania there. So now is your time to get your mobile phones out. We're going to ask you to go to a website. We're going to ask you 5 questions. We'll have a little leaderboard. And at the end of it, we have an Elvries gift card for €50 to our winner of our quiz today. So let me throw it up live on the screen for you. So grab your mobile phone, and the website that we're going to ask you to go to is menti.com, and then it'll ask you to put in a code, and the code is 64135405. So 64135405. And we'll ask you then to log in. Now, put in your real name, because you want you to be able to identify yourself to your teacher if you're lucky enough to be the winner and be able to collect the voucher. So menti.com 64135405. And then when you log in, you'll see this screen, and yeah, click the love hearts there, and we can see 18, 19 people logged in. Let me make this nice and big so I can see it. There we go. I'll throw that around. Now the love hearts are flying. There we go. So 30, 33, 35, 36. Come on, let's get over the 100. So menti.com, 64135405. We'll get you all to log in. And then we'll kick off with our 5 questions, all based around Galway City and County. Give you a bit of hint on that one. And we'll see who our winner is. So love hearts are flying. We're at 91. Now we're talking. We're double the last time I looked. So I'll give it another minute and a half. Menti.com, 64135405. Get you all logged in, and then we will run our quiz. Menti.com, 64135405. Oh, we broke into the 3 digits. There we are, 110 people and counting. So let's have a quick look at some of the little avatars you've chosen. So when you choose your name, you choose a little avatar. We can put 75 of them up on the screen there. We're at 111 people. 120 and growing. Do you know what? We'll give it another 30 seconds. So here it is, the final call. Before we go into our 5 questions, menti.com, 64135405. Menti.com, 64135405. Now, what'll happen is we'll ask the question, you'll see it live on the screen, but you also will see it on your phone and the answers. And there's a multiple choice. You choose the correct answer as fast as you possibly can, because the faster you answer, the more points you will get. And they're all added up to find our winner. So 130 people, let's do this. So here we go. Question 1. The faster you answer, the more points you get. The infamous arch in Galway City is called what? Is it the Italian arch, the Spanish arch, or the French arch? The faster you answer, the more points you get. The infamous arch in Galway City is called the Italian arch, the Spanish arch, or the French arch. And it is, of course, it is the Spanish arch. 117 people got that right, but it's one thing getting it correct. It's another thing how fast you can do it. And you'll see what will happen now. So here we go. It's adding up all the points depending on how fast you answered. And Chloe McFadden, Roisin Ryan, and Leah Garrity were the fastest fingers on that answer. They've all got 972 points. And they're on the leaderboard at the moment in top spot, followed by Chloe Miskell, Roisin O'Donnell, Nadja, Louis Scott, Cleona, and Noah. So it gets very tight at the top. The faster you answer, the more points you get. So let's go. Question 2. Here we go. Fingers at the ready. Which famous Galway hurler retired recently? Was it Joe Duffy, Joe Biden, or Joe Canning? Which famous Galway hurler retired recently? Joe Duffy, you can talk to him if you want. Joe Biden, you can vote for him if you want. And finally, Joe Canning. And of course it is the amazing Joe Canning. Yeah, Joe Duffy got 15 votes. He'd love that now if he was a hurler, but it isn't Joe Duffy, it's Joe Canning. 117 people got that one right as well. But now it's all down to how fast you can do it. So let's see who was fast that time and what happens the overall board. So the points are adding up. And we have Kieran McGrath was the fastest that time, and he jumps onto the front page of the leaderboard. We have Leah Garrity still in top spot there with Emma Harvey, Chloe McFadden, Kate, Roisin Ryan, Roisin O'Donnell. Kieran is there because he was so fast. Noah is there, Emily and Rian. So you can see how it works. The faster you are, the more points you get. So here we go. Question 3 of 5. The faster you answer, the more points you get. Which county does not border Galway? Which county does not border Galway? Is it Clare, Mayo, Sligo, Tipperary, or Roscommon? Which county does not border Galway? Clare, Mayo, Sligo, Tipperary, or Roscommon? And the answer is, it's Sligo, and only 18 people got that right. So we had 96 people went for Tipperary, but it borders Galway. And let's see what that's going to change the board now in a big way. Let's have a quick look now and see what happens. So who was the fastest and what happens to the points? Your geography teachers, by the way, are having a nightmare at the moment with that one. So Simba was the fastest. Well done, Simba. You're up onto the board. But Pádraig Martin takes over the lead, followed by Amy, Gail McDonough, Roisin O'Donnell, Mairead, Stephen Grady, Ian and Ava's there, and Mirren. So 2 more questions, but you can see how quickly it can change. So here we go. Our second last question. Question 4 of 5. As fast as you can. Which is the smallest of the Aran Islands? Is it Inishmore, Inishmain, or Inishore? Which is the smallest of the Aran Islands? Inishmore, Inishmain, Inishore. 3, 2, and 1. Time's up. And the correct answer, of course, is Inishore. Yes, 71 people got it. Well done. And let's see who was the fastest and what's that has done to our points table. With 1 question still to go. It's adding them up. O'Brien, well done. Mirren, you're up there onto the board in 5th position. Pádraig Martin is still holding on to top spot with 3782, but followed really closely by Amy with 3771. Roisin O'Donnell's 3762. Gail McDonough 3761. And then Mirren was the fastest on that one, and she is at 3669. So here we go to find the winner of our Elvery's €50 voucher. The final question. And here we go. The faster you answer, the more points you'll get to decide our winner. Galway City is also known as the city of the tribes, the arts, culture. Galway City is also known as the city of the tribes, the arts, or culture. Final countdown to find our winner. And of course, it is the tribes, the city of the tribes. So here we go. To find our winner, who is the fastest, what happens to the points, and who is going to win our Elvery €50 voucher. It's adding them up. Amy was the fastest there, but we have a winner. Pádraig Martin, you've held on to the top side. Very well done, Pádraig, under severe pressure there from Amy, Roisin O'Donnell, and we had Gail, Shane, Mairead, Leona, Mirren, Emma and Kate all pushing you really hard, but well done, Pádraig. You have just won an Elvery's and Intersport, a voucher for €50, and that'll be on its way to you. If you want to identify yourself to your teacher, we will make sure that that goes your way. Now, I have great pleasure to bring in a man that has been working extremely hard, and you would have all have met him over the last couple of months. PJ Mullen, so the Student Enterprise Programme Coordinator in County Galway. PJ, how are you?
I'm not too bad. How are you?
Fantastic. And what a celebration it is today. I was bowled over when you sent the notes a couple of weeks ago of some of the entries and the numbers and the success that they enjoyed. You've been bowled over this year again.
I know, I absolutely have. I mean, hundreds of kilometers, hundreds of emails, but it's definitely worth it though, especially when you look at that montage there, Noel, that you put together, which is fabulous. Yeah, I have been bowled over. But you see, success breeds growth. So, I mean, 2 years ago, we had the winner, What About Me, came 3rd nationally. So that raised a lot of eyebrows, which is fantastic. And then last year, we had 2 national winners. So obviously, again, word spread. So we're quite successful here in Galway, which is great. And obviously, lots of other people now want to jump on the bandwagon. But 29 schools, fabulous. 1,100 students, €30,000 in sales, 16,000 of which was profit, by the way, Noel. So we have some good money makers in Galway here, and the future is most certainly bright.
It certainly is. And there was a couple of things that shone out from the montage. The scale of some of the entries. There was one entry there. There was the Christmas tree engineered. That was about 10 foot tall, wasn't it?
It was magnificent. I mean, when I got to the school in January, I was just bowled back by it, just looking up at it myself. It was a fabulous feat of engineering. But the girls involved, you might see them later on. They said they wanted to make a name for themselves at TY. They wanted to do something because the year before, with restrictions, the TY students couldn't do as much, and they were prepared for that. And they said, well, you know what? We're going to learn something new, and we're going to do something entrepreneurial. And that's what they've done. It's absolutely a fantastic achievement, yeah.
And that was the physical one. But one of the online things, and we won't give it away, but some of the winners today and some of the entries today, they're generating millions of views on some of their social media channels.
Oh, the TikTokers, the TikTok revolution this year, Noel, I was blown away by it too. I mean, there's many groups actually have utilized Instagram very, very well, but there's a couple of groups that have utilized TikTok. And one group in particular, 4 or 5 of their videos have got 250,000 views each. So they're doing something right. which is
They
absolutely
certainly
phenomenal
are.
achievement. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they certainly are. Well, we're getting the shouts out on social media, and Nessa is shouting out there for Kalash to Columkill, and that's the way to do it, guys. So if you have your mobile phone with you, if you post it up on social media, we'll see it. We'll throw it up on the screen. But let's come to the business end, PJ. So we have our first set of awards, and this is a special merit award, special merit this year. For a business that stood out. So we get our little drummer out. We'll get him to do his little drum roll, and I'll get you to announce the winner of the Special Merit Award. And that is over to you, PJ.
It is Stress Balls from Colossaenda, and it's Kira Curtin. So well done to you.
Well done, Kira Curtin, for Stress Balls, winning the Special Merit Award. We move on to the intermediate category. So we have 3 prizes in the intermediate. We have third, runner-up, and winner. So the third place goes to, here's our drum roll, and over to you, PJ.
It is the Candy Cart from Dunmore Community School. So congratulations to you, and they made fantastic sales over the Christmas period. So well done.
Well done to Candy Cart. That's Dahi, Ella, Kira, Isabel, and Jack, and you can actually have a look at them there. They are waving. Thank you, guys, and well done on the Candy Cart. It's a super submission this year for Dunmore Community School, and Dahi, Ella, Kira, Isabel, and Jack with Candy Cart. Our runner-up, second place in the intermediate category is.
It's the bamboo bottles from Colossaenda. So well done to all of those involved. There's loads of names there, but again, a fantastic idea, and well done to all of those involved.
Well done to Bamboo Bottles. That's Alex, Shane, Samantha, Amelia, Connor, Rayan, another Connor, Keen, and Roisin. And there we can see a sample of your wares there. Well done. And sustainability is one of the big trends at the moment, and really important, not using single-use plastics, and that's what got them some of the marks on this one. But the winner in the intermediate category, and I'm going to bring Valerie in on for this one, so we're doing a dual header on this one. Welcome back, Valerie. So I'm going to get you to announce the winner of the intermediate category. We'll do our little drum roll, and let's announce our winner. So here we go. Over to you, Valerie.
And the winner is Pocket Dynamo from Kalash to Anya. And there's a big group there. It's Tane, Daniel, Harry, Leisha, Colin, Luke, Rory, Louise, Jack, and Mikey. Well done. Congratulations, guys.
Congratulations, Pocket Dynamo. So lots of names there, but we'll go through them again. It was Tanya, Daniel, Harry, Leisha, Colin, Luke, Rory, Louise, Jack, and Mikey. Representing Kalash to Anya. Congratulations, the winner of the intermediate category. Now, it has been a journey for everybody, and it was something to recognize on this one, which I thought was lovely, an entrepreneurial journey. So, PJ, we're going to alternate these. We'll go back and forward, and you can do this one, and we'll go back to Valerie then for the next one. So, my entrepreneurial journey, off we go. PJ, announce the winner.
And the winner is from Clusher and Craigon. It's Baveen Maher for BM Design. So well done to you.
Well done, Baveen. And there you are there, representing Colossia and Craigan, BM Design. It's brilliant. Valerie, we have seen so much innovation over the entries, and this was probably one of the hardest ones to pick. I know Basil mentioned this earlier on, that just small little things made the difference in the end, but they were all so close. So let's honour and announce our Best Innovation Award winner this year. Over to you, Valerie.
And the winner is Kicklock from Holy Rosary College. And it's Amy, Nathan, Charlie, and Patrick. Congratulations, guys.
Congratulations, Kicklock. So Amy, Nathan, Charlie, and Patrick, and there actually is the product, well engineered and in good use. You can see it there. It's bolted onto the pen, and it actually does what it's exactly supposed to do. It stops the kick there where people are in working around a live animal, and it keeps people safe. So really, really good, and well done to Amy, Nathan, Charlie, and Patrick. So the business report. I think Basil mentioned this earlier on, that sometimes the attention to detail of the report could make all the difference in the points scored. And Valerie, you've seen so many business plans come across your desk, and it's really important because it shows, that knowledge of what might happen in the future, that things go well and things don't go well. So the business report is really important, Valerie, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a very important category, and business plans are going to be needed for the rest of their entrepreneurial journey. It sets out where the business is and where it's going, so it's really important that the students were able to understand this and get it right. And we saw a huge amount of really well thought out and well presented business reports. So this was an extremely tight category.
Fantastic. So let's go for the drum roll, and we'll announce this. You can do this in stereo if you want. So PJ and Valerie, off you go.
The winner is One Mighty Bee
From
from
Arts
Art.
Well done, One Mighty
Well done,
Bee,
Sinead
Sinead Carty.
Yeah, and Noel, this is a fantastic comic. Actually, she's a fantastic artist. Produced this wonderful comic, and the business report to match was absolutely phenomenal. So well done, Sinead.
That's brilliant. No, it's super, and real attention to detail on that one, and scored really well on some points as well. Now, marketing. We spoke about it earlier on, that you could have the most amazing business on the planet. If unless people know about it, you have no business. And we saw TikTok took over the internet this year from a marketing point of view. Special category award for best video. So here we go. The drum roll. Valerie, I'll get you to announce this one. Over to you.
It's Linar Namara from Coláiste Gabnet. Congratulations to Mareed, Gail, and Michael.
Congratulations, Coláiste Gabnet, Lorna Mara, Mairead, Gail, and Mihal. And we can actually see some of the wares there. It looks fantastic, fantastic logo, and the candles are burning brightly there. So very, very well done. And we'll go on to the Best Engineering Award, another special category award. So PJ, I'll get you to announce this one.
And the winner is ROC Imagineering from St. Kewin's College, just outside Mount Bellew there. So congratulations to the twins, Rachel and Ruth, who worked tirelessly to produce the galvanized steel Christmas tree, which stands outside their school very, very proudly. So well done to you. Thoroughly
we'll give them a big cheer. Well done, St. Kewin's College and ROC Engineering. So Ruth and Rachel, the twins, and there they are. And there is that feat of engineering in the background. As they said, Imagineering, and they certainly have made a mark. And keep waving there, guys. Well done. We are very proud of you, and congratulations for that entry. The Best Marketing Award, another special category award, really important. And let's go to you, Valerie, to announce this one.
And the winner is medal holders from Dunmore Community School. Congratulations, Nathan.
Congratulations, Nathan. From Dunmore Community School, medal holders. And I think we saw Nathan in the montage. There he is there, very happy himself. But producing the medal holders there that you can see on the right-hand side. Yeah. Oh, he's cheering away there. We have him on a loop. Well done. Well done, Nathan. Medal holders from Dunmore Community School. Super. Now, social enterprise. There was a couple of really strong entries in this category this year. So the Best Social Enterprise Award goes to, and over to you, PJ.
Emoto Colour from Presentation College in Headford. So well done, Chloe, Kira, Daisy and Roisin. These guys have put an immense amount of work in the past few months to get their colouring book published, and they've sent on a lot of proceeds to the Jigsaw charity. So well done to them. Fantastic mental health charity. So well done to you guys.
Oh, well done. We'll give the big round of applause there. So that is Chloe, Kira, Daisy and Roisin, Emoto Colour. There you are, giving a big cheer. So well done, guys. And we can see there the colour book for mental health, which was fantastic. So well done. And that is representing Presentation College in Headford, Emoto Colour. And the Adaptability Award. Now, and I think Mayor, I think she's still with us in the green room. I might go back to her in a second. But the Mayor mentioned the last 2 years that everybody have really suffered, whether it be families and friends and businesses, and it has touched everybody. So the ability to adapt and to pivot, we wanted to recognise that this year, Valerie, didn't we?
We did. I suppose the winner here was they really showed how they could adapt within the COVID pandemic and the restrictions that they put on all the businesses. So yeah, this award recognises their achievement in that area.
Well, here we go. Here's the drum roll. So the Adaptability Award goes to, over to you, Valerie.
Smoothie Co. from St. Joseph's, the Bish. Congratulations to Keane, Conal, Luke and Keith.
Congratulations, Cian, Conal, Luke, and Keith. Now, this is going to test the tech on my machine because we have all three. Well, there's 4 of the guys there, but we have 3 of them there, all making smoothies. I think there's strawberries on the left-hand side. We have triple berry blitz in the middle, and we have a tropical twist on the right-hand side. And they're giving full live demonstrations on what they were doing. And I have to bring in the 4th member so he doesn't feel left out. But there he is on the right-hand side. And he's making a tropical twist and strawberry whey. And PJ, I need to bring you in on this one because these guys, from a sales point of view, you see these guys working in firsthand and using tech as well.
Oh, the phenomenal grip. It's a fantastic operation because they're only selling within the school boundaries. They're not selling outside of school. And obviously they're restricted to in terms of the break times as well. And what certain year groups during the severe restrictions, they're only allowed to sell to certain year groups. So they had their 20-minute window or their 30-minute window at lunchtime, break time, and they just had to have everything prepped. They had people queuing up ready to buy their smoothies, but they already pre-ordered them using technology the likes of WhatsApp and Instagram and stuff like that. They were very, very good the way they did it. Phenomenal. So well done to them.
Oh, well done. And you can see making there in the background there, the tropical twist and strawberry whey. Well done, guys. This is brilliant. So that's Smoothie Co. Cian, Conal, Luke, Keith from St. Joseph's Patrician College, or otherwise known as the Bish. So well done, guys. Now, sustainability. And this is something that we are strongly promoting because moving from a linear economy to a circular economy and reusing and repurposing. So it's a very worthy award. PJ, I'll get you to announce this one. So this is special category award. Sustainability goes to
Wild Irish Rapping from Presentation College in Headford. So Jane, Louise, Grace, Amy, Rachel, Holly and Aaron, well done to you. And they were extremely passionate about their product and they worked tirelessly all the way through the year. And finally now they can start to reap the rewards now as they're starting to sell, which is great. So fair play to them.
Well, we give them a big cheer. And do you know what? They're going to give themselves a cheer. There they are. Look, absolutely delighted with themselves. So congratulations to Jane, Louise, Grace, Amy, Rachel, Holly and Erin. And here is the product. And wild Irish wrapping. It's lovely. It's brilliant. And no waste, just wild flowers. So a super round. Give us a wave there, guys. There we go. Well done to Wild Irish Wrapping. Jane, Louise, Grace, Amy, Rachel, Holly and Erin. And the final one before we honour our teachers with a little bit of a surprise for them is our special category award, a creative business idea video competition. PJ, give a little bit of background to this one.
Well, last year we had great success. We had Louis Thomas from Colostra who won it nationally with his pocket mask cleaner. So obviously I promoted this competition again this year. But one student in particular had a fantastic idea, which you'll see shortly. But it's all about the idea of the way young people see the world differently. And the idea we're going to see shortly now is social enterprise, which is really, really good. So fire away there, Noel, and we can see, and I can talk about the fantastic.
Here we go. So the drum roll goes for the creative business idea video, and it goes to
Heat the Feet from Merlin College. So Lewis Rana, well done to you. And this was an absolutely awesome idea. And the feedback we got from the judge who was going through the different entrants to this program. So his idea is to look at the outdoor gym facilities in lots of the parks around Galway City, and he noticed that not many of them are used. So those people that will use these gyms, and his idea is to use the power generated by the cycling to go to a remote power station or a power base where people can charge electronic sleeping bags for the homeless, which is an absolutely fantastic idea, I thought. And the quality of the video he produces is absolutely outstanding. It's going to be a very, very strong entry going into the national finals. So well done to you for your exhaustive work. So well done. Brilliant.
Well done. It's fantastic. So Heat the Feet. Now I'm going to bring back on screen our mayor. She's still with us, and Colette Connolly's there. Mayor, I know you're blown away by some of the entries this year, but you mentioned about the teachers, and I know particularly you wanted to thank the teachers for all their effort this year.
Absolutely, Noel. And I think it's, teachers often, and I'm a teacher myself, so I know teachers often and regularly go beyond what's expected of them in their contract. And I think we just need to commend the teachers for their voluntary work. And I'm blown away by the extent of the the creativity and the intelligence of the young people there. But it's not done without support and aid from key people in the enterprise office and people who give of their time, like PJ Mullen there. So Cohortgeslig Gatina. I'm really, really impressed. It's wonderful to have seen the whole array of creativity and entrepreneurial skills. And just this morning, we were launching the HID Centre of Excellence in the Merview Business Park. And again, another 120 jobs created there, which is very important for the region. And like these simple ideas for chocolate, they don't come without hard work and commitment. So again, congratulations to everyone, and to acknowledge the commitment of everyone that's participating. And unfortunately, I have to go now myself, but it was a wonderful experience to have participated in this last hour. It's an eye-opener for me as mayor to see, what young people are truly capable of. And it's not a linear academic education that we need to follow. It certainly is the circular economy and how that benefits mental health as well. And that's extremely important, that we offer our young people hope for the future. And to do something that they love. The advice my father gave me was, pick a career that you will love and you don't consider work. And I had the honor and the privilege of being a teacher for the last so many years. And it's certainly something I loved. I never considered it work. So bear that in mind, all those young people there, and follow your dreams, follow your dreams.
No, thank you, Mayor. And I really appreciate staying around because we wanted to honour the teachers, and we're going to do that right now. I know you're leaving, but before we do, we're going to spin the wheel. So we put all the teachers' names and whoever wins this, it is in honour of all the teachers and all your efforts, because when somebody came up to you with an idea, you didn't say, that will never work. You gave them the tools and the capacity to work out what would work for themselves. So very well done. So let's do this. We're going to throw all the teachers' names up on a wheel. Here it is, and we're going to give it a spin. And one of the teachers is going to win a €50 Elvery's voucher, and the winner is... it's Anne Ryan. So congratulations, Anne Ryan. You're accepting that on behalf of all the teachers on today's celebration of entrepreneurship. So thank you very much. And Mayor, thank you very much for staying with us. We really, really appreciate it. Slán.
Okay, Slán.
So we're going to come to the real business end now. We only have 3 more to announce. I'm going to bring in Basil again just before we do and hit the senior category. Basil, we've seen the fruits of your labour. We don't envy you. This was a very difficult year to choose all the winners, and some amazing winners.
It really was, let's say, but and that's what makes the word hope was used there a short while ago. That's what gives us older systems, our seniors, great hope for the future, when you see both the enthusiasm and the imagination that these people bring to their project, to bring it through to be what it is, entrepreneurship, which is the future of success.
Yeah, no, thank you very much. And on behalf of everybody, we want to say, yourself and the other judges, thank you for all that you have done this year especially. It was a really tough year. So thank you very much. And
likewise, I'd like to make sure we include both Mary and Niamh in this as well, because they're working people who had to carve the time out of their day to ensure we got through all the entries. So yeah, thanks everybody.
Well, thank you very much indeed. So I'm going to go back to PJ and Valerie, and we have 3 in the senior category to announce. So let's go for the 3rd place, and we'll give our little drum roll to shout this one out. Here we go.
And the winner is LMG Sports from Presentation College Athenry. So congratulations to Callum and Paddy.
Congratulations to LMG Sports, Callum and Paddy, representing Presentation College Athenry. And there's the guys, look very happy with themselves. So very well. Yeah, super. Now this, PJ, is a super little venture there. We know they're sports mad. We saw the picture of them earlier on. Tell us a little bit about this entry.
Well, it's their use of social media was absolutely phenomenal. I mean, their sales in particular, we're talking about the thousands here, but their use of TikTok was absolutely phenomenal. So these guys, even though they finished third today, well, they're going to be put forward to represent Galway for the social media award at national level because they're absolutely phenomenal.
Oh, they're very happy with that. Look, the
Give me the
thumbs
thumbs
up. There
up
we
there,
go.
which is great. Yeah, and oh, brilliant. And they're great guys to work with. Ever since I met them, met the guys in September, they're ready to go ahead, and they're looking at the patent process as well. They're looking at using a different material to make hurleys. They don't want to give too much away, so that the future's bright with these guys. So I wish them the very, very best of luck.
That's fantastic. Yeah, that's brilliant. That's super. And let's bounce on then to our runner-up. So in any other year, I know Basil had mentioned that it was so tight, but in any other year, these guys could easily have won, but it was so tight this year. So let's give a quick drum roll. Valerie, I'll get you to announce this one. Here we go.
And the winner is the Irish Parcel Company from Holy Rosary College. And congratulations, Cormac Delaney. Well done.
Congratulations, Cormac. Irish Parcel Company representing Holy Rosary College. And there he is. There's Cormac there. PJ, another excellent entry this year.
Oh, absolutely brilliant. Now, this guy, he's a sole trader, worked tirelessly. And what this guy has done is he sourced products from indigenous companies all along the Wild Atlantic Way, put them into parcels, wrapping them up the old traditional way with the old wax stamp on it and posting them out to people. Absolutely phenomenal. Check out his website, irishparcelcompany.com. Phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal.
So this is a business that was born out of the Student Enterprise Program to grow. It's a website live at the moment, and he's continuing trading. So well done to Cormac Delaney, the Irish Parcel Company, Holy Rosary College. Now, you mentioned earlier on, PJ, that we've had a little bit of success in the years past. We've had a couple of national winners. So it's going to pass on the shoulders of this next award, because this is the senior category winner and the team that will represent County Galway in the national final in May in the senior category. No pressure. So the final award. Let's go for the drum roll. Valerie, we'll get you. Representing County Galway in the national final in May is
Know Your Phone from Holy Rosary College. Congratulations, James Donoghue and Paul Mannion. Well done, guys.
Congratulations, James and Paul, with Know Your Phone. And there you are there. Well done. And PJ, tell us a little bit about this one.
Well, again, these guys have worked tirelessly on this product. And basically, it's designed for people that aren't familiar with smartphones. So in particularly the elderly who've moved on, received a new phone, and just don't know how to use apps, don't know how to send an email, don't know how to send a text message using a smartphone and stuff. And these guys have used screenshots galore in this book. It's a phenomenal book, well published. They're making international sales at this stage, which is phenomenal. They're selling all over Ireland. You can check out their website. I've even bought one myself for my in-laws, which is great. So it's a fantastic product, and I wish them the very, very best of luck going ahead. So well done, James. Well done, Paul. It's been a pleasure working with you guys.
Oh, well, congratulations. And now the pressure is on, because you have to represent County Galway in the national final in May. But we're very proud of you, and we wish you the very best. James, Paul, Know Your Phone, Holy Rosary College. So congratulations to you. And that brings us to the end of the awards. But we wanted to acknowledge again all of the entries this year. So just before we throw up the montage, a final word from you, PJ, and a final word from you, Valerie. So PJ, if you want to go first.
Well, firstly, I'd like to thank all the teachers for their support, because, having to deal with 29 schools is a considerable amount of work. But at the same time, they have worked tirelessly with me to bring these students along. I've been badgering the teachers along the way. It might seem a bit arduous at times, but you can see from today the rewards that we're reaping. And I want to say to the students as well that I don't want anybody to feel disheartened today, because considering what the students have worked through, considering the restrictions they've had to work under, just look at what they've done, look at what they've made, look at the sales that they've made. They can be incredibly proud of their achievements this year, and I'm very, very proud of them. So well done to everybody who reached this far.
Thank you, PJ. And Valerie, I think you echo that some people didn't win today, but we know they're going to go on to amazing things.
Exactly, and really, really well done to all the students and the schools that participate today. Unbelievable standard, great businesses, and congratulations to all the winners. From what we've seen anyway today, the future is certainly bright for Galway, for business in Galway. So this year it's the 20-year anniversary of the Student Enterprise Programme, and you mentioned earlier, Noel, but we're very lucky that in Galway we've always had a very high standard of applications, and PJ mentioned we had 2 national winners last year. So today's winners will progress on now to the next stage, and due to the restrictions of COVID restrictions when they were planning the national final, it's a 2-part process this year where all the county winners will be assessed nationally first, and then the top 5 groups in each category will go on to attend the in-person final on May 18th in the Helix in Dublin, where the overall winners then will be announced. So fingers crossed, some or all of today's winners will get to attend the Helix in May, and we wish them all the best of luck. And before we go, Noel, I just would like to say thank you as well on behalf of the Leo to you and the team in the Entrepreneurs Academy for hosting today's final. So professional as always, and also to thank PJ and Gary in WizKids for delivering the program every year for us. They do a wonderful job. Also, I'd like to thank the team in the Leo, in particular, Noreen Donoghue has been working away in the background to bring it all together. And we'd also like to thank the Mayor for giving her time to launch the county final today as well. And a special and very heartfelt thanks to the judges, Basil, Mary and Neve, and Jade Murphy, who also judged the best creative business idea video, for their time and continued support. We really couldn't do it without them. And we'd like to thank as well Grania Mullins for taking the time to speak to us today and to continue to inspire young people with her story. But lastly, and we won't keep you, but just to thank all the teachers, the students' family and friends who all support them throughout the program, and for everyone for tuning in today. Whether you're at home or in school, it was great. So thank you very much.
And thank you, Valerie. So let's have one final look at all to honour all the hard work that the students have done in the last 7 to 8 months. huge thank you to everyone who tuned in live on YouTube, tuned in live on Facebook, and we thank you for participating this year. And we wish you the very best. Stay safe, stay positive, keep innovating. Slán.